They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the Titans taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Started and opened the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Washington Huskies offense will come out first. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Titans offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
It's Beebe. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their second sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
The Titans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Titans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Toss to the left. Running to Green. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the...
Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Beebe. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Titans send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. The tap. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Working that wide receiver screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the quarterback hung up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Titans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Mahoney. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38.
4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Huskies trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After getting knocked in reverse, it's 2nd and goal from the 15. He's got his man. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got his man on the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Beebe. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the ground with the back. Still running at the 40. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the moon kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Beebe. Snags it over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Titans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Titans want to move quickly.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's Hall. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Beebe. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Titans.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care.
Unloads it downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And back to the air on second down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go, and you could tell, they're trying to bat the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard, on the money with that much accuracy. Really hard route to defend.
Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Timber, let's go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
His QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They go to the ground. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Beebe. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led him to a touchdown. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, he got loose. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington!
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the air, it's Beebe. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Titans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Titans have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Back to pass, it's Beebe. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Titans will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. And let's check. Connor's in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Miami. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To throw, it's Beebe. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Fires to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to throw, it's Beebe. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Huskies! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Titans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They want to run it left here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Give to the running back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Pucks it out of the air. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball mixed? There he goes. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think just...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Complete with conviction on the crosser.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Titans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hall. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Titans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Titans are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Good, right down the boulevard. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is...
Breaks into the open. The 30. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Trying to set up the screen. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hall. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB, because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Titans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Bailey. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team